Well, well. It's November 1st, and look where we are. Canes lose 26-20 in overtime at SMU. The season just died, Rose, so why are we here?
It's the recap show. It's the recap show.
Any of you guys want lottery numbers?
Yeah, seriously. Give us 6 more, Scoop.
I'm just saying.
I hate this team.
Hey. There he is. Well done, Jenners. We all have our hoodies on.
We're state champs.
Hey, you got something to hang your hat on.
We're state champs. No one can take that away from us.
No, you beat all the teams in the state of Florida. It's well done.
All right, boys. So where do you guys want to start with this? I mean, Scoop, congratulations. You are 8 for 8.
I am.
You have called
I almost predicted the actual score today.
Mm-hmm. You were damn close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was a homer.
2 points off.
Mm-hmm.
I was a homer. And just for everybody at home listening and watching online, I am sick. I am sick physically, and I'm sick emotionally. But I am sick.
Were you sick before the game?
Yes, I was sick before the game. Now I feel worse.
Oh, no.
This is not good.
This is not.
This is not good.
And we're keeping them up for this shit.
I think for me, it's really going to come down to 3 things. I think
that's a lot.
It's going to come down to Mario being the CEO. I think the offensive coordinator, and I think the officiating. I think those are going to be the polarizing topics. That's just what I'm gathering online. So I don't know which one you want to start with first. Might as well start with the CEO. No?
Sure, man. I'll go right there. I will go right there right now.
I don't have much to say, really. Go ahead.
Okay. So listen, I mean, this is simple for me. My floor for a successful season was an ACC title and or a playoff berth. I don't know how many folks shared that, but it seems like I wasn't in the minority. So this season will be a failure for me. There's no spinning it. State titles are cute, as I just alluded to, but that doesn't mean shit. 2025 is a failure, complete and utter disappointment in my mind. If you say that's harsh, I get it. But for a fan of my age, anything less than our national championship is a failure. That's just the expectation that was set in the early 80s into the 90s. Is it unreasonable in 2025? Possibly. But I'll also tell you this is not a fan base that is ever going to embrace finishing top 3 or top 5 in the ACC. My issue is that this administration has invested everything in this rebuild. And I believe they deserve better in year 4. They deserve a better return on investment than a 500 conference record in year 4. I just believe that. And my issue is that Mario is not going anywhere. He's got 6 years left on a guaranteed deal, $50 million. But we've talked about his stubbornness. And I just don't know that this is going to change at any time over the next 5 or 6 years or 3 years or whatever it is. So I almost kind of feel, I mean, listen, has he moved this program forward 100% yes. The talent, 100% yes. But we're seeing issues here that same issues other fan bases have seen when he was their head coach and talked about. And I don't know that we get over this hump, and we're locked in for 6 more years. And that's an issue for me.
I agree with you. There's 2 parts to him. The first part is he national championship caliber in terms of delivering you a national championship caliber roster? I say emphatically yes. And that's not easy to do in today's college landscape, right? You have to get the Joes first. But then the other part of him has been an embarrassment, to be honest. It's been embarrassing losses. Middle Tennessee State. You add Georgia Tech debacle. You add what happened to LSU, just the way it happened this year. You turn around, you go to SMU, and when you are that inept in terms of you're an offensive line guy and the penalties are rampant, and that starts with you, and I thought we cleaned that up in practice, and then just the stubbornness that you display, we're kind of held hostage because it's a dichotomy, and it's not a fun dichotomy to have because in my soul of souls, I'm like, I don't know if you're going to get somebody who loves recruiting and is as good at recruiting as Mario Cristobal, because even Nick Saban said that was probably the best recruiter he ever seen. And you need to get the talent, right? Because we've seen Miami Hurricane teams without the talent. Now we have the talent. Boys, we have the talent. We have talent on that team. You have first-round NFL talent. We do. It's been a minute. And this guy can't get out of his own way. He refuses. And that's where I am with the CEO.
I don't know, guys. I mean, I really don't. I mean, it's one of those things. I agree with all of that. I do. Toast is right. He's not going anywhere. And you know, my thing is, if not Mario, no one's bringing us back. I truly think, not in our lifetime, is there going to be a coach that comes in here and knows how to do it and gets it done if he's not the one to get it done. He's the guy to do it. He stacks talent upon talent upon talent upon talent. The problem is, as Rose says, his past employers' fans have been very vocal about the game day acumen and the decisions made on the sidelines within that time of a game. They're just not good enough. They're not good enough. And it's not, look, you know, very few people are going to be exceptional at all aspects of anything. That's why the best of the best are exceptional at one thing usually. Mario, maybe it's his recruiting. And they surround themselves with exceptional people who are pinholed as guys who can get other certain things done at a very high level. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know. Look, I don't know if we don't know. Speculative scoop. We don't know how much you saw Dawson pissed off today. It's the first time you've seen that. You saw Dawson yelling at Mario today. I don't know, and we don't know how much of this that we've been clamoring for and our disenchantment with, you know, variations in the running game and variety of being creative, having bag plays. Maybe Dawson has all of that. Maybe. Don't know. Maybe he's got it all. And he's not allowed to run it. I don't know. But he seemed pretty pissed off today about a couple things. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe Mario hired him because he is lockstep with what Mario wants to do. And Mirabal, for that matter. And they're just all so stubborn that, it was just poor execution today. Could be.
We're starting
poorly executed. I don't know what to tell you. It's tough to watch. Because of the bells that are ringing, right?
Mm-hmm. You are 5-10 in November and beyond in the Mario Cristobal era. 5-10. All right, let's cut the bullshit.
That's not good. Okay?
No, it's 5-10. I'm gonna read this.
Really not good.
Oh, really? Oh, really not good.
I'm gonna tell you in September to November stats. Right. Thank you to Honest Bob. I love you, buddy.
Oh,
in 2022. All right, you in the month of September you had 35 points. By the end of November, you averaged 16 points for the whole month of November. In 2023, you had 43.8. You ended up in November 25.5. That's what Shannon Dawson, by the way. 2024, the anomaly year with Cam Ward, 49.4. Still ended up 39 points, so 10 points less. And now this year, one game into November, you started off 36.8, respectively, in the month of, September. And now you're down to 20 points. So here's the deal, gentlemen. You're not smart enough. I'm telling you right now. You are an unintelligent at best staff. You can't see the changes. You can't. It's evident. I'm not saying that. They are saying that. The stats are saying that. You're not good enough. You can't figure it out. You are the guy that goes in the ring that's like, I got an uppercut, but you're literally going to get jabbed in the face repeatedly and you can't figure it out. It's like watching a caveman start fire. That's what it looks like. Let's just pound it, brother. Let's just pound it, brother. And alarm and alarm and alarm. We went and said, it's going to get you beat. You got to stop running inside. It's going to get you beat. It's going to get you beat. And when it mattered most, and when you were in a disadvantageous spot, what happened? What was the genesis of it? Either you try to run inside. And then on fourth down when it matters, we'll show them, brother. We'll show them, brother. We'll come in the I formation of big jumbo. And you know how you got beat? Your tight end got beat. So let that be a lesson. Let that be a lesson. That's what you decided to do, and you're going to blame it on execution? This big, robust offensive line. Look at me, brothers, we'll run you over. Ha, let's do it. Your tight end got beat. And he's not even a great blocker because we watch it week to week. This is who you are, and it's not smart enough. That's what I'm going to say. You're not smart enough to figure it out. That showed you. The stats showed you. I didn't show you. Scoop didn't show you. None of those guys in that room in the press conference showed you. You showed yourself. You show what you are, incapable of adjustments. You get this high horse running outsides for pussies. Well, it seems that way. It seems that way. And that's how you've gotten beat. Fix that. Fix that. You can't be that bad. You can't go half of your production out the window just because they put ACC. You're beating other conference, non-conference teams, but what happens? The book is out. The book is out. Mario's going to do the same things. Nobody in your era says, Mario Cristobal's team showed us some stuff we never seen before. No shit. No shit. 5-10. 5-10. 5-10. That's what you are when it matters.
So in short, just to sum up, Ro, that was an unsatisfying day for you?
Bullshit.
Like, what's the point in having an air raid OC when all you do is line up and run it into the guard's ass every play?
Now, to be fair, they got a little bit variable in the first half of the first quarter, and it was nice. It was nice to see, to be quite honest with you. But when what Ro is saying is when it matters most. I had a conversation with somebody after the game that told me, yeah, of course we knew it was coming. See, here's the problem, right? They know what's coming, just like everybody else. Everybody else knows that we know. Everybody knows it, right? So when it's 4th and 1 and it's 3rd and 1 and you got to get a yard and you line up in jumbo or you line up in that trips with Tony in motion, which you ran effectively for 14 yards on the previous drive, tried to run it again, got stuffed. Everybody knows what's coming. And that's okay. But they're banking on the fact that you won't change it, right? So what they're doing is they're playing the odds. They're playing the odds. Okay, let's see. 100% of the time, they're going to run what we think they're running. So we're going to just sell out. At no point do we ever divert from what they know we're going to run, right? So they sell out. They give you everything they've got to stop that exact play that they know is coming, and we just run it anyway.
Bro,
I mean, it's wild to me. It truly is. It's truly fascinating that what did the telecast say? The telecast said something to the extent of Dawson had mentioned in, I don't know if it was their pregame meetings or interviews or whatever, that he's really like his comfort level with boredom is really high. Those are true. That's what they said in the telecast. That he said, and I'm okay with that. But at some point, guys, at any point, can we try to outsmart the guys on the other side of the ball? Can we at least give it a shot? Because I will tell you this. If you could send everybody, it could be 4th and 1, you line up and send everyone that's eligible down the field on go routes. And you don't complete the pass. You know what we would say? Great job. Great job. At least you tried. At least you tried something different. We wouldn't care. No one would be mad. Why is everybody mad? Because, I mean, you guys know, right? Everybody knows why we're mad.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing to me that like everybody knows. And we say whatever you want. Caught a bunch of flack this week, specifically because people were in a tizzy about it. I don't know. I mean, maybe we're just fucking idiots, I guess. I don't think so, but
I took offense to that, and I didn't take enough offense to it because I was watching some other film and trying to get. He talked to those reporters like they were 2 years old.
correct.
Yeah.
And he lives in a vacuum, and he's obviously triggered about something about that topic, and maybe him yelling at Mario, which is another topic I want to bring up after this. But you patronize them so much, like they've been there longer than you. A lot of these guys in that room, they've seen coach after coach use coach speak. You come in, you're the SME. Nobody denies that. You're the offensive coordinator. You're the one making 7 figures.
Sure, it's pissing me.
But I will tell you this right now. They know a little bit about the game. They know. It's yeah, they don't know the intricacies like you do. I don't know the intricacies like you do, but they were like, you know, what's with the running game? It seems like you bang your head up against the wall a little bit too much. What happens? Oh, no. What do you want me to do? I don't know. Option this. Like you were saying such asinine things, dude. And then I just laughed because
Toss sweep
ironically,
underneath. I saw Texas run a toss sweep for a touchdown today. From the gun, by the way.
I mean, you did try to run outside a little bit, but when it mattered most, what did you do? You got blown up. You were in disadvantageous spots because it was a run up the middle, stuffed, quick screen, stuffed, and now you're in 3rd and 8. You lose the game on an interception. How did you lose it? You got stuffed. You're in a 3rd and 6. You can't really run it from there, so you try to pass it. Who'd you try to pass it to? Malachi Tony. And what did SMU do? They doubled him. Game over. Was it a bag play when you got down there? Hell no. It was a 3-by-1 look with a choice option to Malachi Tony, and you played right into their hands, dude. Well, you guys don't know what you're talking about. On this one, I do. On this one, I do. No, that's the thing. You can't patronize all of us. You're going to ask us to not believe. It wasn't the best play call for the moment. It really wasn't. They just played the best defense, and when you look back at it, you played into their hands. You're not really the most creative guy, which goes to this thing.
Well,
who's calling it? Who's calling it? I don't care. I don't care if Mario has the influence or doesn't have the influence, if he's handcuffing Shannon Dawson, if he's not handcuffing Shannon Dawson. This is what I know. People who are micromanaged in life put themselves there. They allow themselves to be micromanaged, either because you chose to work for the micromanager or you don't have the balls to go in there and say, no, this isn't going to work. Let me show you. Let me do this. This is what you hired me to do. So no matter what you tell me, they always want to give Shannon Dawson a pass because Mario's influence. You're in the same building, bro. If I got a problem with Mario, I can literally go to his office. You're going to get me beat. We're going to lose. This is what's happened. This is what I'm seeing. And you can't argue your case enough? Come on now. He's a grown-ass man. It's not like, what do you think Mario's doing? Like just sitting there, like whatever. Fire me then, bro. That's what I'm saying. It makes no sense to me. He's the guy calling the plays. He's going to get the wrath right now for calling the plays. Mario influence, Mario not influence. Then quit, bro. Then don't work for a guy like that. And then it is what it is. And you're right. It is what it is. But at this point, tell everybody. I'm being micromanaged. He's telling me what to do. What do you want me to do? Thank you for the honesty.
Well,
he allows it.
Listen, I think we have to also just accept the fact that he told us this, and one of you tweeted it out. He said he was only as good as his quarterback. And the reality is, when you look at his resume at this stage, he was 100% true. He was nothing at Kentucky, had an abysmal season at Kentucky. He's a Dana Holgerson guy, never called the plays at West Virginia. Dana did. Was at Houston, had what's his name at quarterback, had a great season. Dana stripped him of the play calling in 2022 before he took this gig. Like, he has had Cam Ward and the kid at Houston. And outside of that, he's been awful calling plays. He hasn't put up the numbers.
Listen, we saw,
and that's from our man Bob as well.
we saw what he was like with TBD.
That was nice making him a captain today. That was nice.
Yeah, and that part didn't even bother me. We didn't have it in reverse. We couldn't march out former SMU players as captain. No, I mean, look, it's a dog-eat-dog world. It's an adjustment game. That's what I'm the most pissed off about, because, like, the ROI is not happening because we can't win late, because the ROI is being diminished because this staff is too stubborn to make changes when changes are necessary. You're incapable of doing it. You're getting beaten to the punch. And the numbers prove it. If you fix that, if you're like, look, we understand conference is going to be a little bit closer, the talent, whatever. You played Notre Dame at the beginning of the year. You played Florida at the beginning of the year. You have USF at the beginning of the year. That had nothing to do with it. You just got into conference. You put enough on tape. You get to around that 4 to 6 week mark. Good coaches know that, hey, teams are going to adjust. And you couldn't adjust to their adjustment. Game over. Because he's not the smartest guy in the room either. I'm sorry. Good dudes. I don't hear the superlatives from other coaches. Yeah, man, that Mario guy, you heard them talk about Jeff Brom. What's the first thing they said? Brilliant. Brilliant X and O guy. Smart. Brilliant. Smart. When's the last time you heard anybody say that about our OC or head coach? They're brilliant. They're smart. You don't have to be. You can be a good CEO, be a leader of men. You don't have to be the smartest dude in the room. But I will tell you, you need to get the offensive coordinator. That is literally the guy. Because I put a tweet from my account. I said, Eddie O and Mario are like parallel universes. Eddie O won. He had a generational quarterback, Joe Burrow. But he had Brady too. And that guy's been in the NFL as a staple, as a mainstay. Guy's brilliant. That's why they won too. Because they had somebody smart. They had somebody who can adapt. They could have somebody to do that. You're not adapting. You're not smart enough. You're not. Analysts, whatever, you guys are not smart enough. You can't tell me you're smart enough when you're dropping that many points from October, September to November. You can't tell me that. You're dropping like half of your offensive output, and you can't figure it out. You can't figure it out. You can't be like, well, this happens every year. It's like the same thing of you running up the middle. Eventually, you're going to hit this point of the season. Guidry last year, all you had to do was shift in motion, and you guys were like eating rock sandwiches. Couldn't get your team right. It's amazing when you got that right on that side of the ball. Defense is amazing, and it's so sad we're spending our time and wasting it on the offensive side of the ball because this defense kicks ass, and it's national championship worthy. Thank you, Mario. You built us a national championship worthy guy. And you don't have to be defense has like 1/16 of the offensive play sheets.
Our boy BTB, first of all, he won you some money. He dropped you the SMU plus 12.5. But he also threw this out there. Since Cristobal took over at Miami, Canes lead the country in most losses by a team as a double-digit favorite heading into the game.
That's how stubborn he is.
That is a brutal stat.
That's how stubborn he is.
And Danny Cannell. Manny Diaz has a higher win percentage at Duke than Mario has at Miami.
Nice. You own it. Own it. And I'm just telling you why. Now, look, you just identify.
Bro, Rhett Lashley is 21-2 in the ACC in the last 2 years. We're 14-14. He's now one of the top 10 highest paid coaches. He's not going anywhere.
And listen, back in the day, before like people knew is who do you want to be the offensive coordinator? Mm-hmm. I said Rhett Lashley, and that was back then. And that guy went on to do it because he was innovative at that. He adapted. He listened. I don't think that offense. I think you need more on track of an NFL style offense these days. So I don't know if he's going to win it long term at SMU, but he's got SMU believing in himself, and congratulations to him because he's had a wonderful career. Manny wasn't ready, we know that, but at least Manny was smart enough to hire Rhett Lashley. I don't know. I'm just going to sit there and tell you, to anybody who wants to hear me, this staff's not smart enough.
That's fine, and
They're not smart enough.
That's fine. I don't disagree with you, but anyone who thinks that, okay, maybe Dawson isn't here next year, and we're going to go and Mario is going to hire somebody who doesn't believe in the same or similar philosophy that he does currently and that Dawson tries to run currently, you're sadly mistaken.
And we're screwed for the next 6 years.
It's not going to happen. You think Mario is going to get somebody who's innovative? No. Mario likes what he's doing. Mario likes this.
No, I'm gonna disagree here. I'm gonna disagree here.
It's fine.
I'm gonna disagree. And the only reason why I'm gonna disagree because the powers that be that put themselves in a situation that go ahead and be the guy and then literally have the ability to go into his ear and be like, look, it's not working. Here's how we know it's not working after year 4. This is what you do late in games. You've hired multiple guys, and your ACC record sucks. Welcome for your return. You did everything to come back here and try to build this thing and do it right and do it. Here's the reality. What you're doing is not working. And if you want to do it and be a long list of other guys that get fired and have these contracts and go live and drink your cafecitos, it is what it is. You wouldn't be the last Miami Hurricane coach we've seen fired in our lifetime. We've seen plenty. It's always the same shit. It's always comes down to the same thing. Nobody's been able to get the talent you have. Congratulations. You would go on somebody else's staff tomorrow and make them national championship caliber worthy. If they had any deficiencies in recruiting and offensive line, you could fix it tomorrow. But you can't fix yourself. And eventually, those guys need to just put it in front of them. What are you going to do? You got the talent, but this is your record in the ACC, and this is your record late. So we want to know specifically, not this system scoop and this and aligning with this and that and that. That's fine. You want to do that, that's fine. You want that system, that's fine. But how do you counter it when they start pinning their ears and coming after it? That's what I want to know. That's what you need to fix. That's what you owe it to us, to yourself, to those kids on the team, to everybody in this fan base who's ever loved the U. That's what you got to fix. You can do whatever you want to do, Mario Cristobal. You can run however you want to run it and run it in the A-gap any which way. But fix that. Fix the fact that you can't adjust. Fix the fact that it looks the same way when you lose. Fix that, and we'll be okay. So somebody just needs to say, well, just adjust. Just adjust. Be who you are. That's fine. Just have the answer before other teams have the answer. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Not asking for the guy to be fired. He's not going to be fired.
It's fascinating that the two most established alum head coaches that we've had, Mark Richt and now Mario, got a similar situation unfolding, right? Just a stubbornness with the offense. I mean, Mark actually was at the end of his career, so Mario ain't retiring anytime soon, man. So I mean, Mark kind of was like, all right, whatever. I'm just not going to change, so I'll just walk away from this. But yeah, the fact that I don't understand, Scoop, how you can. This is his dream job. This is his all. How can you break down players and develop players and exploit their weaknesses so they get better, and at the same time not be able to identify yours? And because he preaches this all the time to these kids about you've got to identify your weaknesses and correct them and get better and improve. How can he not see that when he looks? Is it even possible for him to just take a step back and give himself a review of himself and realize, man, you know what? I'm not perfect. I got some tendencies that maybe I need to change because they're getting exploited right now.
Do you know why he's losing? And he probably doesn't even realize this. You know why he's losing? Because he's a diva. No, I'm dead serious. He's a diva. Terrell Owens, right? Wide receivers. Those are the biggest divas in the room. If Terrell Owens was a head coach, what do you think he would want to do? Throw the ball every single time. Come on, just give it to me, because that's how you win Super Bowls. Just throw it to me. I'm Terrell Owens, diva. They'll come in the huddle. You know who they are. They're in your ear the whole time. You want to win, throw me the ball. Nobody's going to win the Heisman handing the ball off, Gino. Throw me the ball. Mario's a diva on the other side. Run behind my back, brother. Run behind me. He's the same thing. He's the same thing, just in the trenches. It's like having Terrell Owens run your company right now. But on the other side, you just got a diva who likes to run the ball. And we said, you're going to run inside and going to get beat. It's just going to happen. They're going to beat you. And they beat you, right? They beat you. They beat you running. Yeah, but we ran for 140 yards. Yeah, but when it mattered, they knew where you were running. So I don't care that you ran for 4 yards per rush. This is what you do. You're a diva. You're an absolute diva. You got playmakers on. Nick Saban, did you hear that comment? They got playmakers on the field. That was a shot. Yeah, you're running the ball. You got Malachi Toney. You got other wide receivers out there. You had JoJo come out, and he was doing great until he fumbled the ball, had a ball popped off him and got picked, and like a running back fumbled. Of course you're not going to see him that much more after that. You just caused a turnover similar to a running back fumbling. But you recruit all these guys. But let's just give it to Mark Fletcher. And I like Mark. But it's not like our running backs are breaking out 80-yard runs this year. They haven't been. You want to know why? The teams won't let you.
Well,
they won't. That's how, 4-yard game, 4-yard game, 4-yard game. Let's get them to get a procedural turnover. Now they're at 3rd and 9. They'll throw an incompletion or an interception. We get them off the field. Rinse, repeat, over.
I think it was the third quarter. 3 straight runs. I think Jordan Lyle had the first 2, got like 6, and then he got 2. And then it was like 4th and 1. You put in Fletch, and he loses 1. All 3 right up the middle. Like, it's just obvious. And then it happened again in the 4th quarter. But listen, dude, we also can't. This has got to be one of the. I mean, for everything Mario preaches, the level of undiscipline on this. I mean, we can talk about the officials being assholes and sucking ass and all that, and 100%. But bro, the self-inflicted shoot yourself in the foot penalties this team makes is absolutely insane 8 games into the season. Like, it's not going to change at this point. Like, how does this even, I don't understand how he allows this to even get out of training camp. This shouldn't be a thing.
A lot of it's that offensive line, too.
It's the best offensive line in college, I thought.
It's predominantly the offensive line. Let's be honest.
It was the best offensive line in football.
The fall starts
with the best coach.
Listen.
And the holdings is.
We can't have nice things.
I don't understand how you get
best coach, best offensive line coach can't fix that.
Worse.
Real quick, we can't have nice things. Last year we had the best offense, terrible defense back stretch. Now we have a great defense. Now we have a terrible offense. We had so many, emotional penalties last year we couldn't get it corrected. We don't have emotional penalties this year, but now we don't know how to line up. It's amazing. It's amazing. Can't have nice things as a Miami Hurricane fan. Can't.
And the team plays unsmart, right?
Yeah.
It just seems as though they're so undisciplined. Again, today, I mean, they lead the country in penalties per game, right?
Oh, they had like 11, I think, for like 90 or something. It was something like that. I think SMU had 3.
And it's just stupid penalties. It's so, like you said, it's procedural.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, it's procedural.
Pre-snap and just fucking
nonstop. You think that SMU is loud?
We weren't getting plays in. We had to call timeout twice because we weren't getting the plays in time.
Right.
How do you not know to go into your game? And like, if we're short, I already have my next play ready to go up, but we're like, Carson's getting the play.
Look,
he's flipping out
there was the one, just speaking about that, there was one, Fletch came in, and Beck's looking for the play from Fletcher, and he's like, basically, you don't have the play? And Fletcher's like, I don't have the play. And he's looking over the sideline going, anybody have the play? And they had to call a timeout because he was like, well, anyone? And look, Beck, very frustrated today, very visibly frustrated today. And it was a lot of the procedural aspect of it. The one where he called a timeout, where Beck had it under control, right? before the play clock where they ran that little slip to Tony, which was going to get a lot of yardage. And then they come back and don't get it. I don't know. Roe went all fuzzy. He was like, screw this, I'm out.
I don't know what happened.
There he is. There he is.
I'm hurting. I'm sorry.
I don't know that there's so much bad to talk. I will, you want to hear something positive?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something positive, just only because I think it's positive. I sent a tweet out earlier today.
Oh yeah, what's it at?
Over 1 million views.
Why don't you read that tweet?
One. It was a positive one.
Read that tweet.
Read that one.
The most activity on any tweet we've ever sent in the last 9 years.
Fucking amazing.
Sure, I'll read it for you.
9 years.
It says the season is literally over. No ACC championship, no playoffs, just another November failure. Nothing ever changes.
Yeah.
I mean, none of that is incorrect. That's all true. Those are all true.
Just hit at the right place at the right time and hit a chord with the Miami fan base and everybody in the country. Apparently.
My goodness.
Damn.
Own it.
Yeah.
Not smart enough. Not smart enough. And the NFL is being dominated by really smart, ingenuity-filled and backed offenses. Those guys are super creative week to week. But if you want to just be basic, and I know college, you can't have the same thing in the NFL. I get that. But you got to be more than what you are. But I do think the ACC refs, and especially this crew, absolutely criminal. Absolutely criminal.
And you're right, bro. They suck. However, you need to understand that up until this game, our fan base was a huge fan of head referee Jerry Magallanes. All right, just so you know. He's been in 2 major Canes games that you loved him for making awful
Virginia Tech
calls. He called the Duke lateral game. That was his game.
He shouldn't be reffing anymore.
And then the Virginia Tech game last year, that was his game as well.
He should be reffing.
Awful. He is awful.
What are you? That makes it
keep
worse.
Trotting him out there.
This makes it worse. I mean, literally. Are you kidding me? Enough is enough. And the powers that be again,
many PIs not called, bro.
You get an independent. How hard is this? Listen, you get an independent review referee board. You go ahead and look at the calls. You find it out. You send it on their thing. You say enough. You ask for this crew to be suspended. When they tell you no, you put them and you just levy a fine on them. I don't care. Just be like, you're not doing this to us. They protect them. I don't know why they're so protected. They're the most protected species in the planet. It drives me insane. I could complain to anybody in this world. Anybody. I call the president.
Here's the worst part, Ro. Here's the worst part.
Say whatever I want to say, but you can't say anything about these refs. Nothing. Nationally,
the ACC is getting praised for their officials because of the look-in replay nonsense that they started this year. And so everyone is praising them for that, ignoring the fact, not realizing that on the field outside of that, it is the most atrocious officiating humans have ever seen.
But see, okay, they praise that. His throwing motion is coming forward. How about he's hitting his arm as it's coming forward?
It's physics.
Yeah, it's physics because the guy's hitting. That was a fumble. That cost that. Malachi Tony, the last play of the game, I lost my mind too. Malachi Tony's whatever, but the route behind him is physically being tackled.
He got tackled.
Yes.
I saw that.
And then, dude, Lightfoot was literally trying to hold up Jennings.
That was a bad call. And then you turn around and you don't call PI on that. You're getting
the PI was
not
awful.
only
and they called holding, and holding the guy
Yeah.
slipped and fell, and then he just landed on top of him, and he called him holding. Are you kidding me?
Not only was the pass interference not called, it was discussed.
Yes, it was.
They talked about it to say that it wasn't pass interference.
Yeah, that's Jerry.
That's some wild stuff.
Yeah, man.
That's some wild stuff. But
No,
the
it's good stuff.
reality
It's
is,
good stuff.
the reality
But we shouldn't have
is-
been in that situation.
No, that's correct. That's correct. If it
We're
weren't
12
for
and a
the
half point
97
favorites.
fucking procedural penalties, I mean, you guys can't clean that up. It's incredible to me. Truly amazing.
That's on him too. That's on Mario.
Of course it's on Mario. Who else is it going to be on? Fucking the lunch person?
You couldn't get plays in right. Again, you got 25 seconds in a timeout. Apparently, you think you can roll over timeouts. Apparently, we're taking that timeout when we play next against Syracuse. Great job, Mario.
You could have
awesome.
taken one shot like 40 yards down the middle of the field, call a timeout, and try a long field goal.
Well, here's my thing, too. Here's my thing. They kicked it like 5 yards back in the end zone. Mm-hmm. There was no thought to go ahead and try to return. Why would you try a return there? That is probably the safest time to write a return. You got 25 seconds. I don't care if that thing's touching that. And you get tackled at the 5. They got no timeouts. I'll just kneel. We get out. But you don't this is who you brought in there to return kicks. He just goes like this. I'm not getting it. But then later on, he like returns it out of bounds instead of taking it on to 35. Like the team intelligence.
You want to know why? No, this is true. I guarantee it. Because they want to avoid any chance of a fumble.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they lost.
Because why? Because why?
Because of the conservativeness and the fact that this team is coached scared offensively. They're just trying not to lose.
Mm-hmm.
All the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. You can't tell me that's not the case. You can't tell me anytime we have a decent lead that we just go into our shell and do our best not to lose it. Guys, don't lose this game. As opposed to winning the game, let's try not to lose this, okay?
We'll lean on our running game in a second half.
Everybody, I want you to pay attention. Everybody come in close. Hold hands. Do your best. Try not to lose this game. Everything changes. It's so you know that's the case. You know that's the case. That's why they want to give it to him. They want to give it to him on the 25 so they can kneel it. So not only did you not want to return the kick, this shirt is fucking driving me crazy in this video.
My nose is driving me crazy.
It's driving me nuts.
I will tell you this.
Look at me. Look at me.
I'm like, you're going in and out.
Look, I'm all. Oh my.
You're phase. You're in and out of phase.
I want to go. This is what I think of this program right now.
So here's the thing, though. We have 6 years left, as I said. Unless in this offseason, someone at the University of Miami has a legitimate come-to-Jesus meeting with Mario and lets him know that while there's definitely been steps made forward, it looks like we might be having some issues in plateauing and something like this isn't good enough. He's got to know that his job isn't completely safe. He's got to know that they aren't 100% thrilled with him. Someone's got to let him know that because maybe that will cause him to tweak. It's his alma mater. He doesn't want to get fired. But if he knows that there might, you know what? Hey, they're not 100%. They're not as all in on me as they were. They were 100% all in, and now they're 80% all in. And they still love me. They want me to fix this, but they've pointed out that there might be I got to address a couple of things. Someone's got to have the balls to have that conversation, right? Somebody, Dan, somebody.
I'd have it with him.
Well, I know you will, bro, but I don't know that that's going to happen.
But this,
I'm not sure that matters.
Can we arrange for you two to get locked in a room like in a restaurant or something?
But you got to understand something. You got to understand my background, right? One day it's just kind of hit me, right? Yeah, you guys know what I do for a living. That kind of takes you and puts you into like perilous places, and I've liked to do what I've done, and okay, running into a burning building. Okay, that's cool. But you can't have enough courage to go have a difficult conversation with a human being? Like, what kind of hypocrites are you? Like, I can't do that to myself. I can't live on one side and be like, oh, I'd run into a burning building. But I'm going to let that building just burn to the ground. Somebody has to have the conversation. Somebody on the staff needs to have a conversation. Somebody needs to walk right up to him and say, you're 5 and 10 late, and this league is laughing at you. They beat you every single time when it matters. They know exactly what you're doing. And if you're fine with that, brother, fine, because we'll stay here for a couple more years. I'll be looking for a new job. You'll have millions of dollars sipping your cafecitos, and some NFL team will probably hire you. You got a bright future ahead of you. And I'll put my app somewhere else. But I got no problem talking to him. Zero.
Let's make it happen.
Zero. He's not, you know what I'm saying? Because if I was in that position, I'm like, I'll talk. Like, come on now. Like, you got to be better than this.
Like it has to, because as we said, listen, this is and all of you that are talking about firing him, bro, the University of Miami is never going to be in a position where they're going to do a buyout that's more than like $10 million. Okay. So you're looking at least 4 to 5 more years. I mean, legitimately before 3 years before they even start seriously discussing it amongst themselves. So unless there's a conversation that's had, it's going to be a long 3 years for us, man, because we're going to keep seeing the same thing over and over again. And it's probably going to get a little bit worse because everyone will literally know what you're doing all the time. The early season wins won't even be coming anymore. And here's the other issue. Here's the other issue on the recruiting trail. He's had a pitch, but 4 years in now, he has nothing to show for that pitch. So in year 5, now he's pitching what everyone else is, fantasies that may come true. Like he has nothing now to say, look at what we've done outside of a fictional state championship or 2. Like, so that's going to be they're not going to recruit against him. What has he? He's promising all this. What have they accomplished?
I'm not even worried about the recruiting pitch because, yeah, it's going to hit a recruiting. But I'll tell you how it hits the recruiting pitch because just like Mikey's figuring out, those collectives, it's harder to collect money when you don't believe in the product. It was easier to collect money, earlier in the season. It's going to be a lot harder to collect from the collective now.
You think Dana White's wallet is as loose as it was a few weeks ago?
Exactly. You think you're going to have the budget to go get the next Carson Beck?
Oh, no. That's what I'm saying. Like, do you just go with Emery moving forward in Luke and see what you got?
And listen.
Darian Coleman better be the goods.
He better be the goods because he's exactly what we need, a running quarterback that can go outside the pocket and make some things happen.
Because it's clear as day that if you don't have somebody who can improvise and go off schedule, he's not. And I've always said this. It's like, the more your quarterback's like Tom Brady, the more diversified your offense and formations and sets and things needs to be. The more your quarterback's Lamar Jackson, the less it needs to be because he's just going to make you look good. Because he's the consummate putting your playmaker just by snapping the ball to him, you put him in a position to succeed. And Shannon just hasn't been able to figure that out. And for the record, and I've said it I think multiple times, I don't want Mario fired.
He's not getting fired, bro. Don't worry about it.
It's
not happening.
He's able to.
I want to ask you guys a question. Toast had mentioned earlier in the season about how confident, how calm Mario seemed because he knew what he had, right? And maybe that's still the case. Look, I think our bigger issue as far as the recruiting stuff is going to be able to keep some of our really elite current talent on this roster. I think that's going to be a big problem.
I would agree.
He still seems that way on the sideline. I don't see very much energy, vigor. Like when he was at Oregon, when he was at Oregon, man, he was on fire on that sideline. It was a different guy. Now I think, obviously you get a little older. Sometimes you calm down a little bit, but you know what I mean? Like
he also
maybe his doctor told him you need to chill out some.
Well, there was the one with the kid, the one with the player that he got some shit for.
Yes. None of that happens. Even when he was complaining today about the personal foul and Lightfoot didn't hear the whistle, right? It was like, I don't think he heard it. Like it just the fire just seems to not be there with him on the sideline during game day. He seems very, very subdued.
Bro, 10 years, 80 million, man, guaranteed. Let's go.
Oh, you're an asshole.
They got it made. They get paid.
Bro, he's 55 in the middle of a guaranteed $80 million deal. He's set. It's over. No fire.
I don't know. I see that, right? Like Saban would have been out of his skin on a couple of those calls.
Think of some of the dudes Saban had as coordinators. Sarkisian, then he had Lane, then he had O'Brien.
Napier, Cristobal.
No, I'm talking coordinators, offensive coordinators.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, yeah.
Guys who've been to the NFL. It's like he gets Gaddis. He was a fraud. You know what I'm saying? Then you get Shannon Dawson, and he's good when he has a quarterback. I guess you need a generational quarterback. And he's just, I don't know, man. It's weird. It's weird. I mean, they don't see the picture. They don't see the picture. We've been at this a long time, boys. We've seen this. This is nothing new. This is nothing new.
But listen to Scoop's point, bro. I think all of us really legitimately were of the belief that after 25 years, if this was ever really going to flip and turn back into our favor, is going to be with Mario.
I think that's
and
what
I think
hurts.
now what hurts the most is being 4 years in and being, oh, fuck, like, is this not going to be it? And knowing that there's no exit strategy for at least 4 more years.
But that's why I'm saying that I don't want him to be fired, because I believe in him so much as a recruiter. I believe in him as, like, you know, a mentor. I believe in what he is. I believe in his trenches. I mean, the ability to get Jason Taylor. So many things, ability to spot talent. I mean, he fixed what was broken, but now he's got to fix what I don't think he's ever been able to fix, and that's himself. It's the same reputation. Stubborn, relies on the interior run game too much, bad game day decisions. He's got to fix himself. And the best way you do that, concede. Tap out. Concede. Tap out. Surround yourself, especially on the offensive side of the ball, with some of the most bright and ingenuitive minds that you know. Because when you go for searches, that's not what you look for. That's not what you do. You don't do it. You were impressed from Shannon Dawson, and I quote, "I was surprised for an air raid guy how much he knew the run game." Who cares, right? I want somebody who knows everything. Everything. Okay? Everything. Surround yourself with somebody way smarter than you on that side of the ball, because it's not working. It's not working. Or keep doing what you're doing and collect your millions, and we don't care, because the sun rises in the east, sets in the west, and the Miami Hurricanes suck in November. Thank you.
That's very true.
Man,
That's true. All of those are factual.
Yeah, 100%.
Those are all factuals. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I think there are a lot more people on my train now. I think there's a lot more people catching in that caboose.
Well, I think you actually overshot. I'm looking 7-5.
Oh no, I was talking about people where look, 8-4. You know, what was it? 3 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago, we're like, I was like, oh my god, how are we going to get to 4 losses?
Best case scenario,
really easily now.
Best case scenario is what happened last year.
Like,
you run the table, go 10-2, don't get in the ACC championship game,
bro.
Don't get into the playoffs. And then you watch Carson Beck opt out, which I don't know why he would. You lose another meaningless bowl game, Pop-Tarts Bowl, some stuff like that. Maybe you can actually win a bowl. And then if you did that, you're 11-2. You're already playing for next season.
Bro, this team's not winning
do.
out. This team ain't winning out.
Exactly. You had a playoff game.
Pittsburgh.
You had a playoff game.
This is your playoff game. You essentially put up 7 points again in the first half.
Yeah. 20 points total.
Just
20.
Two games in a row you put up 7. And then Malachi returns it to the 6. And you can't even punch it in.
Nope.
Like,
field goal.
It was one of those things where, like, you know, we're like, fuck, he really needed to score there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point we've gotten to.
Oh my god.
To where, like, oh no, he got pushed out. We're fucked.
Everything.
Like,
hurts.
we're not getting best case scenario 3 points here.
Jenners, I see you. I just looked down.
What? God.
You looked at these things? This one says A-Gap Life, and this one
A-Gap
says
for life, and
it is.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, I like those. Those are nice.
Oh, those are good. We're gonna get those
are
t-shirts.
Nice. Yeah,
we got some merch for you.
What I was saying, Toast, is I think a lot more people are now on the bandwagon with me. Which is, look, guys, this is really important, and I'm being serious. Mental health is a very important thing in this world, especially these days, right? I need everyone to do your very best to not allow what you know is the inevitable to bother you, right? Honestly, I don't give a shit that we lost today. I predicted us to lose today. I expected us to lose today. I did, truly. Otherwise, I wouldn't have picked it. We were sitting there late in the game, and I said, is it a good time to tell you that we were up, what was it? We were up 20-17. And I looked at Steph. I said, it's a good time to tell you that I picked us to lose 27-21 today. And she goes, what? She's like, why would you do that? And I was like, because I think we're going to lose today. So I'm not doing it. Just, it's okay. It's okay. Like if you go and you look at my Twitter account, my personal one, which I don't tweet a ton from because I'm usually from the OB account, I took a beautiful picture of the backyard looking out over the lake and the pool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a shit because you haven't proven to me, you haven't given me enough to care. That's the truth. I've been through this for 20 some odd years of it being dog shit. It's okay. I still love the Canes. I still do this show every week, sometimes twice a week, because I love this program and I love my friends. But I will not. I refuse to let your stubbornness and your pettiness and your talking down to-ness bother me in my life on a daily basis. Don't fucking care. You know it's going to happen. You know it's going to happen in November. It's fully expected, as I did in my preseason picks. I had us 5-0. And I knew this team would fall apart. You can't tell me otherwise. You can't prove to me otherwise because you aren't able to do it. Ever. Ever. And I don't think you'll ever do it.
So true.
Ever. So I don't care. So everyone enjoy watching the games as I did. But when he runs it in off tackle, game's over. All right, let's go do something fun. Let's go do something that actually matters in our lives. This doesn't matter.
Speaking of mental health, I don't think there's going to be a student of the game this week, and for no other reason is I'm at work. Our Wi-Fi went down, and I'm sick as a dog. Okay.
Yeah, no, you're good, bro. You're good.
So I apologize. Okay, I apologize, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. I tried a version of it through like an alternate universe and setup without things, and it's just not working. So on to Syracuse.
I had someone reach out to me on a text and say, you realize that they started this losing streak after you guys stopped doing streams, and I apologize for that. But this is my busy time. Like, so it's just not.
I can promise you that's not the reason.
Yeah, pretty sure it's not the reason.
They were going to lose.
The end of hurricane season.
Yes,
is the reason.
Yes,
hurricane season ends, and inevitably this team.
ACC's got some really good coaches, man. They really do. They top to bottom, it doesn't get enough credit. They got some.
They're going to get another good one if you believe what Vatek's about to pull with the Franklin.
Yeah. So I mean, even defunct North Carolina has one of the best NFL coaches in terms of Super Bowls ever.
Let's just point out that maybe everyone writing him off for dead was a little bit premature. He took Virginia to overtime and now goes ahead and knocks off. Who the hell they just beat?
I don't know.
Whatever.
Who are we talking
about? Belichick. UNC had a nice win.
Nice.
Yeah.
I feel like poop.
All right, let's call that. Yeah, Ro, you need to get some sleep. So we will see you guys this week.
I don't know. I want to talk more about it. This is fun.
Yeah. All right. What do you want to talk about?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I've
what else did we miss? Did we miss anything?
We talked about it. The pillars, we had to talk about Mario being the CEO. We had to talk about the offense and the referees we touched on.
Okay.
JoJo flashed, but okay, and everybody was clamoring.
That was
a
momentum-changing play. The interception.
The ball,
really
he alligator armed it. Let's be honest.
He did.
He didn't reach up for the ball.
He was going to get lit up.
He kind of alligator armed it. It bounced off Carson, and then you got Danny Cannell and his bitch ass sitting there being like, "Oh, there's another Carson back there." I'm like, bro, that one wasn't even on him. And the one at the end of the game when you need it and you're in overtime, you just 3-by-1 choice with Malachi. Come on, dude. I would come off the sideline like, you got to give me something better than that, Holmes. Everything was covered. I mean, it was a bad ball. That's going to be a red grade in terms of an interception, but still, that's on me. But you got to give me better. And then that's it.
Their secondary is the worst in the conference.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Let's talk about this. I'm upset you're not. Now I'm upset you're not doing soon again. Worst in the conference. We have completely lost the ability to go over the top.
We just don't scoop. We just don't care.
We don't care.
We just don't.
It's incredible to me. This defense, the defensive secondary is atrocious. They're so bad. We refuse.
You got the best
to go over the top.
You established the best
He had
offensive
all
line.
day, and not once did they try to go over the top.
last time
Nope,
they
they
did,
don't
he threw
try to-
4 interceptions.
Not a single time.
Yeah, but the last time it was 4 interceptions, it was against Louisville.
I understand, but those are
Louisville.
going over the top.
But this was Louisville. He ends up hitting the earlier seam ball and stuff like that. You don't create things. He's not a creative guy. He wasn't overly creative with Cam Ward either. It's not like he's the bag guy, right? He's not making tons of bag plays. We try to put a quantitative element to it. Shifts, motions, personnel, the design, anything gadget wise. Brett Lashley had a couple gadget plays that got us today. Tried a couple more, maybe they didn't work. It is what it is. I mean, and it's like when it mattered, they went into bare front. They came down. They were bringing safeties in the boxes. They knew you were going to run, but you still ran into the teeth of it because that's just what you do. That's just what you do.
They brought a safety down pretty much the entire day, and you never tried to beat him over the top.
Early on, no and then you did. And then when it, like I said, but when it matters, it's just that bro, you're not smart enough. I'll say it to you in the face. You're not smart enough.
So listen, let me just say, because to everyone that's been watching and tuning in for this portion of the season, we've had like awesome, amazing numbers. I understand that a portion of you will now just stop because that's what happens once that second loss happens. But hit subscribe before you leave, and remember, we do keep doing this throughout the off season. We'll be back for you after you drink some Kool-Aid in July.
Yeah, and then 5 questions comes back.
Nice.
Unbelievable, bro. Fucking goddamn again.
1.1 million.
Freaking scoop, just
And
bravo, my man.
But that's
Bravo.
not even. But that was only one of them. You realize that? Hold on a second. Hold on.
Oh no, we've had a monster day on Twitter. Yes.
Hold on. There's another one.
And seriously, we are going to be dropping some merch, some fun little merch. So be on the lookout. That's going to drop this week. So you'll be able to get
Have fun
Gap
with
for
it.
Life t-shirts, and it is what it is. It's good shit, man. It's good shit. It's good shit. We got to
It is
listen.
what it is.
If we're stuck with it for another 6 years, you might as well have fun with it,
Come on.
or else we'll
We
just
have
want
to.
to eat a bullet. So yeah,
We have to. Here's
All
another
right.
one with 20.
Scoop's
There's
just
another one
tallying
with
up the
like.
day.
There's another one
Yeah.
like 75.
Oh no, it was a big day. It was a big day.
Yeah,
Really is
ridiculous.
really is unfortunate.
All right. So, boys and girls, we'll see you guys later this week. Hopefully, Ro, feel better, my man.
Should we put
And,
a media request in for some of the coaching staff? You think we can get them
I
on?
think we should, like we always do, and
You
just
know how many
just
media requests I put in this season?
put more in, put them in against Jenna.
Put 'em
It's
in.
been years.
I'm like 20 emails deep.
Just
without
so
a
you all
single
know.
response from anybody.
We put in requests with Miami to have coaches and stuff on, and they don't reply to us. So, just so you know, when you see them
They
on
don't
other
even write
pods,
back and
but
say,
not
"Hey,
ours,
no, we're
yeah.
going to pass." They just
No, they
don't
just-
respond.
What happens?
No,
It goes
they
right
have
into
a-
our trash. It goes
I've
right
already
into our
scored
trash.
Pretty
for
sure
20
we've
years.
put into spam.
Never
they-
had
Oh no,
that
yeah,
happen.
no, they
they're-
have put a rule
yeah.
on us, and it goes into trash.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
had
that's
Alex Mirabal on years ago. It was actually a really good interview.
It was a great interview.
Yeah,
And
It was
then
a
we
great
ended up
interview.
getting Joaquin on there, and it is what it is. But you know, we're listen.
We've never actually gotten an interview through proper channels. at
That's
the
correct
university,
too.
Which
That's
is
correct.
fine.
which is
Which is
interesting.
fine.
They refused to allow it.
Yes,
It's
we've even
incredible.
put in and just so you guys know, we put in for Katie Meyer, the women's basketball coach. We put in for baseball folks. Like we're not even talking just like the big name football. We're putting in for other sports as well. Not even a reply.
To 7 different members of the athletic department, by the way. Not like 2 people.
And you know how I don't even care because like
I was going to say, I don't. You know what?
I don't give
Fine.
a shit. Whatever.
Whatever.
It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. It
Look,
is what it
everyone
is.
else can. Everyone else, and look, we're here. We love this, but we really try to make nice. Like we're not out
no,
to be.
but no, I
We're not out to
get
be
it. though.
jerks.
Like,
But the reality is, we
I don't
have
want
to
to. You
placate.
know, but let's be honest. Thank you.
That's just how it
Thank you.
is.
Thank you. Because here's the reality. The minute we have Mario Cristobal on the show, right, and we do phenomenal interviews, right? I love the dynamics of us, but we have done over the years some really, really phenomenal interviews. We're good at that. We really are. But I know the second Mario Cristobal comes onto this show, I'm still gonna ask some questions, and yeah, I could get whatever. But it's almost like, nah, I like being on this side. You know what I'm saying? I like being on this side. We're with the fans. I don't have to cater to you. You could just stay on your high horse over there. Well, I'm one of the fans, bro. I always will be with one of the fans. You know how many times people ask me, Ro, why don't you ask to be an analyst with them? No thanks. No. There's no chance in the world. Zero. No chance. I love being a dad. I love hanging out with these guys. I love my you. No. Let me stay on this side of the street, run my mouth, because I told you earlier I refuse to be micromanaged. I cannot be micromanaged. I could never be his coach if he was trying to micromanage my ass. Be like, no.
All right.
No.
Hey, Scoop, Bo loves your hat.
Who's Bo?
Bo Bray, the artist, the Canes artist,
Oh, yeah?
commented on your hat. Loves it.
This one?
The hashtag OBB. Yeah.
Nice.
Bo Cephas. Yeah.
I'll get him one.
Bo Bradbury, I believe it is. Whatever it is.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
Great artist. Phenomenal. He's the one that leaves stuff in random, like, all over the place.
I got one of his pieces. I got it as a gift one time. I love it. It's my Mando Commando. It's in my office.
All righty. We'll see you guys later this week. It's just
who we play this? Who are we going to lose to this week?
Gives a flying fuck Syracuse. Like
Fran
Brown. Talk about the shine being off that apple.
I had us losing that game too.
No.
But
they're awful.
I don't think they will now,
their quarterback can't throw a forward pass.
Oh no.
Yeah, they're like no.
Well, hey,
we'll win that game.
Hold on now. You want to find ways to lose.
You did pick us losing
SMU had 23 rushing yards today.
Yes, they did.
And 20 of it
all
came in
overtime.
The last time when
all in overtime, yes.
All in overtime. 23 rushing yards.
Yeah.
You guys hear me on this?
Yeah, how much did we spend on the secondary?
They had all 23 yards in OT.
And I don't blame them.
We lost to that.
I don't blame them because they Carson Beck just threw an interception. The offense is cheeks. They realize that they banged they're not stupid.
They're already in field goal range.
Yeah. You don't think they watched offense? Yeah.
Brett Lashley just got a raise. He's not an idiot. He's going to win the game.
Yeah. Good for him.
Good for him.
I mean, I do not like him I liked him as a Miami Hurricane. Don't get this twisted because you're a Brett Lashley fan. He's the opposing coach on SMU. I want him to lose. I don't give two shits about him or Manny Diaz. Trust me when I tell you that. So when I'm saying good for him, it's facetious. It's definitely sarcastic.
It's very cool to see all these guys re-upping. This is going to be a very interesting coaching carousel because a lot of these big names that we thought were going to move up are like, no, I'm going to stay where I am.
I'm back on your side, though. On your side, though. I think they need to bust these coaches' salaries up. At least the buyouts. 1,000%.
Yeah.
Like, if this is year 4, they'll never fire Mario because they owe him too much money. But if this is year 4 into a tenure and you can't get it done, like you should not be forced.
You should know your seat is hot as fuck.
Yeah, like, look, dude, we brought you in, we made all these moves, we spent all this money, we upgraded facilities, we did this. We got you what you needed. This is 4 years. You might get 5, on to the next, but you can't because the cost of doing business was that high. But they need to blow it up, and if they got to do it using legislation, then feel free. Come in and be like, these guys are state institutions. I know we're a private school, so I know that's a little bit different. But once they set the standard on the state side, Miami's under no obligation. They're not like, I'm not going to give you an $80 million buyout, Mario. I'm going to give you what the rest of the state schools do.
Listen, the reality is that if the coaching salary structure and everything incentive-based does happen, it will happen at some time in the next few years. So by the time Miami is in the process of hiring again, it will be that sort of a contract.
So,
I mean, that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah. This will be the last time we have an albatross.
You can't hold universities hostage. Now, I hate Florida State. I'm glad that Mike Norvell's holding you hostage. But in my heart of hearts, you cannot hold your state college, tax subsidiary based institution hostage by a dude who fucking sucks. Can't do it.
Anything else, Scoopy?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. We will see you guys later this week. As always, oh, fuck, really? All right.
Do it.
Canes.
Do it.
Go Canes. Go Canes.
Oh, let's go. All right. 8 for 8.
Page.
I hate this team.